Hey guys, just a few things before I start. If you don't want to listen to me ramble, just go on, skip the next 2 minutes or so. Well, first off, we're going to be doing the Lena batter out starting today, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I better get that guide up. I'll do that in the background right now. Anyways, first off, I'd like to thank everyone for subscribing to me. I'm getting, views, subscribers, now that I started, doing every lesson summer, so I'd like to thank you guys. Of course, once I'm finished with the game, you will most likely unsubscribe, but, that doesn't matter. Plus no unsubscriber, Anyways, oh yeah, the thing I wanted to say, after I'm done with this, any visual novels you guys want to see me play? I've been thinking about, Clannad and Grish Asia, two Japanese VNs. Not sure if you'd be interested or not, but I actually looked at I think they're called geographics, and now my highest watched country, like what do I call it, is now Russia. It says the views are 1,000 to 700 to the US. 1,000 in Russia, 700 to the US, which, that's not counting my total views, just monthly views. So that makes sense because, every lesson summer Russian VN. Everybody who comments is Russian other than that one guy with Hawaii NECA. I'm assuming he's from Hawaii, of course. So yeah, oh, I probably should have started, yeah, let's go. So basically I need to get 6 points in the Lena route. Okay, does this one matter? Nope. Oops. No, I'll stay here. Okay, so here we are. Oh yeah, this scene. This is cool. Back when I had eyes. That was a long time ago. We could actually just start from when we could start from a ways in actually. Let's go to the first, yeah, around here. This is back when we were in the mine. That's good, right? Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay, let's start here. Yeah, I am sure. Yes. Oh, I didn't see. Oh, I was looking in the box, but, oh, okay. I didn't know how to say yes. Okay, we're directing them. Oh, I don't. No, left, right, left, right, left. Let's start from the next save, load game, and yes. Okay, here we are. Okay, and this should be good. Oh yeah, this scene. Hey, Alyssa. You remember I played the guitar last time. Oh yeah, this is the I'm just looking to skip it, okay, right here, I'm gonna read through this in the Lena route, Xavier route, so I'll just skip this. Pay attention, yeah, sorry. I'll just kind of go over it, Reminds me of home. Okay, school. You look busy. Changing my activity side, I like knitting and sewing. Oh, okay. She has neckerchiefs in different colors. She embarrassed me, thank you. There's so much singular strawberry here. I wonder what's that translation. Oh. Okay, great. Okay. Oh yeah, the killing strawberries. Does this one matter? Nope. Yep, I tried my best. Oh yeah, this is the cake quest. 64. Yeah, snatch it out of her hand because, hey, let's Okay. So, you know, this part's kind of uneventful. You can actually skip it if you want. You know. Well, I mean, you probably already have. You've probably already clicked off the video. Please no. Please don't click her off or, you know. Please. The changing art style in the CGs is weird. Like, it's probably a different artist. Like, I've heard Kato Asojo went through that too. You have to do that one. Okay. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm between 6 and 9. No. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, I should be at 7 right now. Okay. So, one of you actually wanted me to do this. I think he had a Russian name, so I don't speak. Oh, that's actually an interesting question. Like, I don't Russian speak Russian, but do they also speak English? Is it like the secondary language, or not sure how that works? What's this again? What am I doing? I forgot. Hey Miku, oh yeah, I'm looking for Lena. Hey Zenya. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a mod for the Zenya out. I'll do that after I finish the game. Oh yeah, I like this song. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of a song from Narkisu. I looked it up, I found a song similar to it, but just you know, I feel bad for Alyssa. Let's help her. Okay. And uh-oh, did I get on to the good end? Uh-oh, I need to go. Can I redo that? I'm Optimus Prime. Okay, yeah, do not interfere. It does not concern me. I mean, am I a real man? What are you doing? Okay, I saved her anyways. Okay, I guess this still happens anyways. Well, I have to edit that. It was close to 10 minutes. I don't know if the... Okay, it's probably time to get up. I can't skip. Okay, guys, we're back. Basically, Lena was like, oh no, we never leave. But she said you can leave if you want. There's a bus, and, you know, she was just mean. And Alyssa's better than Lena. I don't know why I went for Lena first, you know. She tricked me. Alyssa's better. Come on, pack your stuff. Meet me at the square in 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, she gave me a kiss. Alright. Let's go. Stepping out of the cabin, we into the camp leader's cabin. Frankly speaking, I had almost nothing to pack. I tossed my winter clothing into a bag, shoved my phone in the pocket, and headed to the square. 15 minutes had passed already, and Lena still wasn't there. I justified it with the fact that she has a lot of stuff to pack, and accordingly, she needs more time to get ready. However, she didn't even come in half an hour, and I started to suspect something. I won't say what is most likely a spoiler, because, you know, I like that her cabin before I realized. I said it in the Alyssa Good End video, so if I'm right, you know. I flung the door open and I saw Lena lying on the bed. Oh. 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 Hey. Everything around was soaked with blood. The bed sheets, the blanket, floor was wet with blood, and ultimately, I've seen a huge slit on Lena's forearm. I ran to her and started shaking her by her shoulders. Lena! Lena! Why? She was still conscious. Hi, Samyan. A weak smile froze on her lips. Hang on! Hey, I don't want to play Lag of Legions. I hate that game. I don't even have it. Hey, don't you... that totally killed the mood. I'll think of something right now. Listen, everything's gonna be fine. You're not gonna die. Of course, I didn't believe it myself. Lena slit her veins from elbow down the wrist. It was deep cut, and given all the time I've spent waiting for her at the square, she bled a lot. Probably even the ambulance wouldn't do anything by now. And here in the empty camp, away from the world, Lena had 0 chances of survival. How stupid can you get? No, at least try to, like, bandage it with something, you know? At least try. I've embraced and cuddled her tightly. My tears were running down my cheeks, disappearing in her hair. I've never cried so hard in my entire life. Fool! Right down the road! Everyone's down doing it across the street and you cut down the road. What? Samuel, you... Sorry, happened as I did, she muttered faintly. But why? Why? It's... Everyone's supposed to go crash the street, not down the road, you doofus. She muttered faintly. But why? Why? I'm tired, so tired. Lena went silent. I've looked her straight in the eyes. She was still conscious, but a last flicker of life was dying quickly in her. I'm so tired of it all. Wearing a mask, suffering. I just wanted to be with you. Well, you've left me too. I've never left anywhere. Here I am. Why? What have you done? I'm sorry. I was choking with tears, unable to say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be seeing you later. I embraced her even tighter. Lena's breath was getting weaker, and soon enough, it stopped forever. Horror struck, I jumped away from the bed. My eyes went dark. Heart was beating wildly, and I spotted the blood-stained knife on the floor. A moment later, I was holding it in my hand. Don't do it! Come on, Samuel! Don't do it! Come on! Think about it! Think about it, man! Blade halted him a hair away from my wrist. But why? How will it help? I was sitting completely freaked out and just kept staring at Lena. No, you aren't dead. I exploded with hysterical laughter. I forgot how to do hold on. It's been a while since I played Silent Hill. No, that's not good. No. Should I do like a lighter pitch laugh like I did earlier? I don't know. Come on, sleepyhead, it's time to wake up! I said softly and proceeded with shaking her by the shoulders, but Lena wasn't waking up. Oh man! Oh, what's wrong? Why won't you wake up? Come on! You can't sleep forever. Don't make me pour water on you. What have I done? I jumped out of the cabin in horror and ran like mad. I don't know how much time passed, but finally I worn myself out and collapsed on the ground. Hostile silence was all around me, and only the stars looked down at me with a quiet rebuke. These were the same stars that Lena admired yesterday. Yet another crying spell has torn me apart. Why? Why hadn't she done it? Because I've left her? Where have I left to? I've never left her, and I wasn't going to. Only this moment I realized that she was truly important to me. I realized that despite all of her quirks, everything that happened today, everything that happened during a short period of our acquaintance, all this suddenly became the most precious thing in my life, and I instantly forgot about her feelings, as soon as I've heard about this bus. Indeed, it can't justify her act, but how could I have ceased thinking of her at all? I had been lying for a long time, watching the stars. The trees were peacefully swaying in the gentle night breeze above my head. The trees didn't care about what was happening to me. My landscape seemed familiar. Suppressing my cries, I headed towards the camp. Everything here seems to be the same as yesterday, as a few days ago. The square, Genda's memorial, cabin of the pioneers, Lena's cabin. I was bursting from within. It felt like the pain would tear my body into millions of little pieces in a moment. I fell on my knees and turned to punch it in the ground until my entire fists were dirty with blood. If I had understood it just a bit earlier, just a moment earlier, I'm not asking for more. She was so, even the slightest hint of wasn't enough for her. Only this moment, I realized that Lena died, and a part of me died with her. Probably the part of me that I would call the best. I've come to my senses after a while, already standing still in her cabin. The blood had dried up, moonlight wasn't reflecting in it already. Oh, is that the cut? Ah. Ow. You're supposed to go across the road, not down the street, you doofus. I went to her bed and sat down next to Lena's body. I was terribly afraid to be here, but I felt that I must tell her something. I'm sorry. I started. It's far too late, of course. But if you could hear me out there somewhere, just remember, please, I'll love you forever, for the rest of my life. And that was the plain truth. I'm sorry that I ignored your feelings. I'm sorry that I've always thought only about myself. I'm sorry for everything. It was me who had to die, not you. I covered her body with a blanket and slowly got out of the cabin. I regained consciousness on the bus stop. So, you're heading away, scumbag? I muttered darkly to myself. I couldn't stand a single minute longer in this camp. Lena will never come back. One can't justify what I've done. I'll just wait for the bus that will take me away from here. I wasn't giving the slightest, oh, no cruise policy? What's the substitution word? I didn't care about what was going to happen to me tomorrow or in an hour. I don't care about answers. I don't care about how I got here. Soon enough, I saw a glimmer of a dim light in the distance. Somehow, I wasn't surprised at all. In a minute, I was sitting in an empty bus numbered 410 and was looking into the dark of the night through a weather-beaten window. My mind was blank. Everything that makes us human. Feelings, emotions, aspirations, suffering. I left it all back then in that pioneer camp. Now all I have is this night and the empty bus. There's no more future, no more present. If I would die tomorrow, that would only mean that yet another human body ceased to exist. They only died there a few hours ago. I don't know how much time passed, but the fatigue took over me. I wasn't going to fight it, as it made absolutely no difference whether I'm asleep or awake. I could barely hold my eyes open, and soon enough I passed out. That's the end? Oh, epilogue. Oh! We get an epilogue? I'm probably just gonna make this, like, 30 minutes long, maybe. There are moments when reality becomes unimportant, insignificant, unworthy of attention. Oh, it's not going with the usual, every book has a, a prologue, whatever. There are moments when spiritual torment overshadows everything else, and even if the world ends, you will not notice. If a knife will pierce you, you will not notice. Even long boiling in pots of, ooh, I'm allowed to say. Yes, because, of course, I checked the policy, page 3. You're allowed to use hell when it refers to the, ooh, I guess, when you're comparing it to, like heaven, hell, but, well, what's the length of that? I need to go further into that. When my novel comes out in 6 months, we'll see in just a minor inconvenience. After all, there are problems more important than that. When I opened my eyes, I realized that something was wrong. Clarity of thinking took its time to come back. Finally, I realized that I'm not in a bus, but in my old apartment. Well, that was to be expected. Okay, so this has happened 3 of the 4 times now. No, wait. No, 2 of the 3 times now. I'm not counting the Miku ending. Whenever I rode the bus, 2 of the 3 times, I woke back up in my apartment. However, the Lena ending, I was, I stayed in that world. Why is that? Does Lena have something to do with Catgirl? That's my first conclusion. You see, my current assumptions are that Catgirl brought me to this world for fun, and the me from Miku's out for fun too. And Lena had something to do with it in the Miku route. Of course, she was just the killer. She wasn't behind it all. So, does she have something to do with it too? Well, that's to be expected. As if I spent a whole week preparing for the exam, and at the last moment spectacularly failed. And the result of this fail was the return to the real world. However, now it doesn't seem any more real to me than the Sylvanite Pioneer Camp. No wonder. Reality is what you can hear, feel, touch, and taste. And all that was really there. That world was real to the smallest detail. Sometimes it seemed like my past life was a fiction. And now I have to remember how to exist here. Though, why, I felt like a man who was thrown out of the car at full speed without even noticing it. And I was left, lying on the roadside with broken arms and legs, while the car disappeared into the night, taking me by the last remnants of hope. Lena. Her image surfaced in my fevered brain so clearly that I wanted to cry unbearably. Oh, also one thing worth noting is that, as we learned in the Alyssa Good End, these are 2 different worlds. We can confirm this because Alyssa in the Good End was the same age as Semyon in the Alyssa Good End, whenever they met again when he was like a guitarist. That's just something worth noting. Now I wanted to shout, tearing out clumps of my hair, clap her fists on the wall, while making non-human screams. However, the soul was empty. I tried in vain to find at least the echoes of pain, guilt, or pity for her, but nothing was coming out. I was just lying there, and staring at the ceiling. I was not at all interested in how or why I came back. After all, who will care about the process of selling the soul to the devil? All this legal formalities of contracts, signatures, stamps, and seals. What is more important is the result. and I forgot the result. No, it's not that I was sent back to reality. If I would get to the destination on the bus, it would hardly change anything for me. In that case, the result is what happened to Lena, and the reason is my actions. I was absolutely sure about that. After all, she could not just do that for no reason. No, Lena's not like that. So it's not all my fault. It is hard to live, knowing that you were the reason for someone else's death. As if my personality held the knife calmly and carefully cut her wrist and watched her die, then just ran away. Of course, I could not do anything in that situation, but I still felt like I behaved like a coward. No, even worse. Although, does it really matter what is the best definition of my actions? I was cursing myself for being so calm while thinking about the situation. After all, I have to be lamenting Lena and blame myself. But now, nothing depends on me. If I was not able to back then, I started shivering, my body was trembling, and it was hard to breathe. Self-preservation instinct took over guilt for real, and I staggered into the kitchen to drink a sedative. They could always be found in the cabinet of every antisocial person like me. Once I took half the tablets that were in the package, I returned to the room and turned on the computer. Staying in silence was unbearable. I played the first random song and soon realized that it was probably the most depressing music that could be found on my hard drive. However, I did not want to turn it off. Back at a noise stopping my thoughts. I had to decide on what to do with my life next. I was sure about one thing. Everything that happened in the camp, my appearance in it, unexpected return, all that didn't worry me. Wait, so when he took half the things in the sedatives in the package or whatever, was that like how many were in the package? Like, is it like how many, like, what is a sedative exactly? Like, I'm aware of the general idea, but can't find out anything about how much comes in the general package. I'm just assuming it comes like a normal, like, what, 20, 30-ish? I don't know. But, you know, that could overdose you and you could die. I think. I don't know. I've never... I can't... A sedative is a pill, right? Because I've never taken a pill in my life. I don't think I've ever really taken medicine outside, like, cold medicine before, actually. Just because I suck at taking medicine. I can't swallow a pill. Like, I cannot physically swallow it. Like, I tried to swallow a pill with water first. I swallowed all the water, but not the pill. And I'm bad at that kind of stuff. It didn't worry by itself, and in the context of reasons for which they were caused, the only thing that mattered was Lena. I've horribly stumbled upon a word, was. Indeed, she's gone. Of course, it's possible that it's just a dream and she never existed in the first place. But then again, our real world could be someone's raving delusions as well. Why not? If people suffer from losing their loved ones here, what should I think of Lena's death there as a result of someone's sick imagination? I've seen it all with my own eyes. I felt shock, fear, and fright. For me, it was not reality. It is a reality. Is and will be. I'm sure I'm not daydreaming, though it would be better if I jumped that. Dreadful howls of catarrh resounded from the speakers. It sounded like a requiem. A requiem for me. But now, is that how you pronounce it? Requiem? And now I have to live with the sense of guilt. No, I won't take it. My mind was not an ideal of stability, but not every man with a stable mind can stand shocks like this. And I already feel like I'm going mad. I try to suppress all those thoughts. No, not to forget. Just to give myself some rest. Just for a minute. But it didn't work. Pain tortured my body again and again. I already started to feel it physically. However, physical pain is always weaker than mental. I fell to the ground, collapsed my knees, and began rolling back and forth in this position. Blood pounded in my head so heavy that it felt like my skull could shatter any moment now. I hit a table leg, and a little candle rolled out from under the pile of papers. A little one, 20 centimeters long, and bent at almost 90-degree angle, but it still retained its shape. The wick protruded from the other end. I searched for a lighter and lit the candle. Let it be in the memory of Lena. Maybe in another world. She was feeling better then. I sat on the floor and watched as the wax was slowly dripping out on my fingers. I felt no pain at all. Probably the nervous system was so exhausted that it was unable to translate pain impulses into the brain. Fire calmed me a little. I just watched the flame and did not think about anything. Finally, at least some peace of mind. Candle was halfway done. Suddenly I've imagined that my life is this very candle. not just mine, any person's life. All that we've been given from above, it is its full length, but anything can happen. The wind may blow, hand may tremble, or work may end, and life will end before it should have. But after all, candles can be different, such as this 9 cents, 2 times thicker, 20 in huge ones, which look like the handle of a shovel. One, is that supposed to be a decimal point or a comma? Like, I don't know. One, I'm going to assume it's supposed to be a decimal. 1.85. Wondering, did Lena's candle burn out ahead of its time, or was it smaller than other ones? Though I doubt, I'm not actually a master of candleology, so I don't know different kind of candles, sorry. Though I doubt there may be one smaller than mine. I rotated a candle in my hands. How interesting is that? I could blow off the flame at any moment, that's it. But in the meantime, life is not a wax. You can't get 2 small candles to make a medium size. I would love to give the remains of mine to Lena. Anyone who needs it more than I do. Why do I need it? I do not feel pain from heated wax. Its flame does not give me warmth. It hardly illuminates the room. Speaking shortly, a waste of ropes, wax, and oxygen. I blew out the candle. This action evoked absolutely no emotions in me. I slowly stood up and headed to the bathroom. Come on, Samyan. Down the road, not across the street. Everyone's cutting across, but you're going right down. The image of Lena came before my eyes. She was smiling. We'll definitely meet again. I'm so sorry. You're supposed to be like the cool kids. Go across the street, not down the road. Warm water, shadows, and fatal hallucinations have finally brought me some peace. It really might be that I've never actually been in that camp. Or that I've never actually came back. But does it really matter now? I've almost physically felt Lena's embrace. Everything will be alright. We'll catch the bus together and ride to the place where nobody will find us. We'll be happy together. My strength left me and I started to submerge into the water that was already spilling over the edge of the tub. We will surely meet again. Forgive me. That was depressing. It's down the road, not across the street. Every story has its beginning and its end. Every story has its outline, synopsis, content, key points, a prologue, and an epilogue. And there is no book which will not reveal things you didn't pay attention to previously after you read it again. Every story has its beginning and its end. Well, actually, that's an interesting note. What if something that we didn't find interesting to begin with? The only thing that actually makes me think of is the robot in the robotics club. That makes you... That... the cat girl, come on now. And, the girl who disappeared when asking what a cake was. I'm most curious about that, because that is most likely Yolia. Every story has its beginning and its end. Almost every. Okay. That was... Oh, the song. Come on. Oh, they want to thank me. Oh, Sophia Games team wants to thank you for playing this team. Well, that's the Lena bad end. Pretty depressing. Do I like it more than the Lena good end? It lets you learn a bit more about Lena, but I think I prefer the good end. What language is this? Is it Russian or... What do I think of it? It was good for a bad ending, I can tell you that. A bad ending is supposed to be depressing, and I think it got it right. Also, down the road, not across the street. That was 10 out of 10. I'm gonna have to edit that though. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you watched this far, I would highly appreciate if you subscribed. I don't really mind if you like it or not, because most of the time likes actually go unnoticed. yeah, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. So, you know, Lena bad end. I'm probably just gonna label it Lena bad end instead of, you know, it's down the road, not across the street. Their haters deserve, they deserve a medal for that, a badge. Well, that's 4 of the 14 endings. Hopefully all the bad endings can actually just be done in, you know, 30 minutes or so. That'd be preferable. So anyways, guys, stay happy. Don't pull a Lena, and make sure you go across the street, not down there. See you guys later.